My ex betrayed me for a tycoon. I built an empire and exposed her lies. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe to Viora for more unforgettable stories that speak to the heart. She laughed at my tie in the coffee shop, said it screamed middle management. If only she knew who signed her lover's paycheck. That was the moment I decided Chloe would see the truth. My name's Logan Barrett. I'm 48. A man who built a life from sweat and grit. 20 years ago, I was a contractor hauling lumber, breaking my back to keep a roof over our heads. Chloe was my world. 10 years younger, with eyes like a summer storm and a laugh that could stop traffic. We met at a dive bar in Raleigh. She was 25, serving drinks, dreaming of a bigger life. I was 35, rough around the edges, but I promised her the stars. We married a year later in a backyard ceremony with string lights and her dad's old guitar. Life wasn't perfect, but it was ours. A small house, a beat-up Ford, and plans for a family. I thought we were solid. Chloe had ambition, though. She'd scroll through Instagram, eyes glued to influencers with penthouses and private jets. "Logan, when's our turn?" she'd ask, half joking, half not. I'd laugh, kiss her forehead, and say, "Soon, baby. I'm working on it." I took night classes, learned accounting, started managing projects for a construction firm. By 40, I was pulling six figures, enough for a nicer house, vacations to the Outer Banks. But Chloe's dreams grew faster than my paycheck. The cracks started small. She'd roll her eyes when I talked about work. "You're always so practical," she'd say, like it was an insult. I'd find her texting late at night, claiming it was just friends. Then she started coming home later, her perfume mixed with something sharper, whiskey maybe, or someone else's cologne. I trusted her, I wanted to. But doubt is a slow poison. One night I couldn't sleep. It was 2 a.m. and Chloe's phone buzzed on the nightstand. She was out working late at her new marketing job. I grabbed it, not thinking. A text lit up the screen. "Miss you already, same spot tomorrow," from a contact named M. My stomach dropped. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. The air felt heavier, like the world was pressing down on my chest. I waited up. She stumbled in at 3:30, heels clicking, lipstick smudged. "Hey babe," she said. "Too casual, client dinner ran long." Her eyes didn't meet mine. I asked about the text. She laughed sharp and quick. "God, Logan, you're paranoid. It's just Miranda from work." I wanted to believe her. But the name M wasn't Miranda. The next week I followed her. I'm not proud of it. Parked outside her office, watched her slip into a black Mercedes with tinted windows, a man's silhouette in the driver's seat. They drove to a hotel downtown, the kind with valets and chandeliers. I sat there gripping the wheel, rain streaking the windshield. My marriage was slipping through my fingers and I didn't know how to stop it. I confronted her that night. "Who's M. Chloe?" My voice was steady, but inside I was breaking. She froze, then scoffed. "You're spying on me now." Real classy Logan. She denied everything. Said I was jealous, insecure, imagining things. But her eyes flickered like she was calculating her next move. I pushed harder. "I saw you at the hotel." That's when she snapped. "Maybe if you weren't so boring, I wouldn't need to escape." The words hit like a fist. She stormed out, leaving her wedding ring on the counter. It glinted under the kitchen light, mocking me. A month later, she filed for divorce. Said she needed space to grow. I didn't fight it. What was the point? She moved out, took half the savings, and left me with a house that felt like a tomb. I heard through mutual friends she was with someone new. Mitchell Clayton, 50, a slick real estate developer with a penthouse and a Rolex. The kind of guy who'd buy her the life she wanted. I was gutted, but I didn't break. Pain as a teacher. I threw myself into work, took a risk, started my own construction firm. Small jobs at first, renovating kitchens, building decks. Then a contract for a strip mall. Then an office complex. I learned the game: bids, permits, schmoozing clients. By 45, Barrett Construction was turning millions. Not billionaire status, but enough for a waterfront condo, a Tesla, and a life I never thought I'd have. I kept a low profile, stayed out of the spotlight. Chloe didn't know. No one from my old life did. Fast forward to last month. I'm at a coffee shop in Durham, grabbing an espresso before a meeting. A woman's voice cuts through the noise. "Niece Ty, what you raid the clearance rack at Kohl's sharp." Familiar, dripping with disdain. I turn. It's Chloe, 38 now, still stunning, but her eyes are harder, her smile tighter. She's with a friend, both clutching iced lattes, designer bags slung over their shoulders. She doesn't recognize me at first. I've changed grayer at the temple's tailored suit. A confidence I didn't have at 40. Chloe. I say, voice calm. Her eyes narrow, then widen. Logan. She laughs, but it's forced. Wow, you. Clean up nice. What are you, some mid-level manager now? Her friend smirks. I let it slide. Something like that, I say, what about you? Still chasing the high life? Her smile falters. I'm doing fine, she snaps. Better than you. I bet I could have walked away. Could have let her think she won. But something in me stirred. Call it pride. Call it justice. You free tomorrow, I ask. She blinks, caught off guard. Why, I lean in, voice low. I know a company hiring big opportunity, thought you might be interested. Her friend raises an eyebrow, but Chloe's curious. What kind of company, she asks. I shrug. Real estate development, high-end, you'd fit right in. She hesitates, then nods. Text me the address. I smile, the kind that doesn't reach my eyes will do. As I walk out, I hear her friend whisper, he's kinda hot now. You sure you divorced him? Chloe doesn't answer. That night, I sit in my condo, city lights sprawling below. Chloe's text comes through. This better not be a waste of my time. Logan. I don't reply. I pour a bourbon, sip it slow. Tomorrow, she'll walk into my office. She'll see the name on the door, Barrett Construction. She'll see me behind the desk, not as the husband she broke, but as the man who built an empire from the ashes she left behind. The next morning, I'm in my office, early corner suite, 20th floor, floor-to-ceiling windows. My assistant Karen buzzes me. Miss Chloe Harper is here for the interview. Harper. She's using her maiden name again, interesting. I adjust my tie, the one she mocked, and lean back in my chair. Send her in, the door opens. Chloe steps inside, all confidence in a tight blazer and heels that scream ambition. Then her eyes land on the plaque on my desk. Logan Barrett, CEO. Her face freezes. The portfolio in her hand slips an inch. Logan, what is this? Her voice is a mix of shock and something else, fear. Maybe welcome to my company. I say, standing, have a seat. Let's talk about that job. She doesn't move. Her eyes dart around to the skyline view, the framed awards, the photo of me shaking hands with the mayor. Reality hits her like a freight train. You're the CEO, she stammers. I nod, letting the silence stretch. Surprised, her mouth opens, but nothing comes out. For the first time in years, Chloe Harper is speechless. I gesture to the chair, sit. We've got a lot to discuss. She sinks into it, clutching her bag like a lifeline. I don't smile. I don't gloat. I don't need to. The truth is doing all the work for me. But then the door buzzes again. Karen's voice crackles through. Mr. Barrett, Mr. Clayton's here for his 10 a.m. My jaw tightens. Mitchell Clayton, her Mitchell, the man who took my wife. He's one of my clients, a big one. I didn't plan this, but fate has a sick sense of humor. Send him in, I say, eyes locked on Chloe. Her face goes white. This just got interesting. I lean forward, voice low. You ready for this, Chloe? Because I am. She doesn't answer. She can't. The door swings open, and Mitchell Clayton steps inside, all swagger and expensive cologne. He doesn't see Chloe at first, then he does. His smile vanishes. Logan, he says, voice tight. Didn't know you were meeting with Chloe. I stand, extending a hand. Mitchell, good to see you. Take a seat. We're just getting started. The air crackles with tension. Chloe's eyes dart between us like she's waiting for the world to implode. I sit back, calm as ever. This isn't revenge. Not yet. But it's one hell of a start. You don't build a life like mine without learning a few things about timing. And right now, the clock's ticking in my favor. What happens next? That's a story for another day. But one thing's for sure. Chloe's about to learn what happens when you underestimate a man like me. Mitchell Clayton stands frozen in the doorway, his tailored suit suddenly looking too tight. Chloe's face is a mask of panic, her knuckles white around her bag. I lean back in my chair, the leather creaking under me, and let the moment simmer. The office feels smaller now, the air thick with unspoken history. 3 people, 1 truth, and a past that's about to detonate. Mitchell, I say again, voice like steel. Sit. He hesitates, then takes the chair next to Chloe, avoiding her gaze. She's staring at the floor, lips pressed tight. I glance at the clock on my desk. 10 seconds in, and they're already unraveling. Let's keep this professional. I start sliding a folder across the desk. Mitchell, we're here to discuss the downtown condo project. Chloe, you're here for. What exactly? A fresh start. My tone is neutral, but the jab lands. Her eyes flicker up, sharp with defiance, but she doesn't speak. Mitchell clears his throat, trying to regain control. Logan, I didn't realize you and Chloe were reconnecting. His voice is smooth, but there's a crack in it. I almost laugh. Reconnecting. That's one way to spin it. We're not, I say, leaning forward. But Chloe's interested in a role here. Thought I'd give her a chance to pitch herself. I turn to her. Go ahead, Chloe. Tell us why you're the right fit for Barrett Construction. Her mouth opens, then closes. She's trapped and she knows it. Mitchell shifts uncomfortable, his hand twitching toward his phone. Maybe this isn't the best time, he mutters. Oh, it's perfect. I say, my smile cold. We're all here, let's make it count. Chloe finally speaks, her voice low-forced. I have experience in marketing. I could help with branding, client outreach. She's trying to sound confident, but her eyes keep darting to Mitchell like she's begging him to save her. He doesn't. He's too busy studying the folder I gave him, pretending this isn't happening. I nod, like I'm considering it. Marketing's competitive. You'd need to stand out, say bring in a big client, someone like... I pause, locking eyes with Mitchell. Clayton Properties. Mitchell's head snaps up. Chloe's breath catches. The room feels like it's tilting. What are you playing at? Logan, Mitchell asks, his charm gone, replaced by something harder. Just business, I say, shrugging. Your firm's bidding on my next project. Chloe's looking for a job. Seems like a win-win. I lean back, letting the implication hang. They're both smart enough to catch it. I hold the cards and they're on my table. But then Chloe surprises me. She straightens her jaw tight. I don't need your pity, Logan. If you're trying to humiliate me, just say it. Her voice shakes, but there's fire in it. For a second, I see the woman I married, fierce, unyielding. It almost throws me. Almost humiliate you, I say. Raising an eyebrow, I'm offering you a shot. Take it or leave it. She doesn't answer. Mitchell cuts in, trying to steer things back. Let's focus on the condo deal. My team's ready to break ground next quarter. He's all business now, but his eyes keep flicking to Chloe. I wonder what he's thinking. Does he know she's here because of me? Does he care? We talk numbers for 10 minutes. Square footage, budgets, timelines. Chloe sits silent, her face a storm of emotions. I'm halfway through explaining zoning permits when my phone buzzes. A text from Karen. Your 10:30 is early. Should I send him up? I glance at the screen, then at Chloe and Mitchell. The timing couldn't be better. Send him up, I say into the intercom, then turn back to them. We've got one more guest. Hope you don't mind. Mitchell frowns. Who? Before I can answer, the door opens. In walks Tom Hargrove, 55, grizzled and broad-shouldered, with a handshake that could crush steel. He's my head foreman, a man who's been with me since the early days. He's also Chloe's father. Logan. Good to see you. Tom says, his voice booming. Then he stops, eyes landing on Chloe. What the hell? Chloe. His confusion shifts to Mitchell, then back to me. What's going on here? Chloe's face drains of color. Dad, she whispers. Mitchell looks like he wants to bolt. I stay calm, gesturing to the empty chair. Tom, join us. We're discussing the future. Tom sits, his gaze boring into Chloe. You didn't tell me you were meeting Logan. His tone is heavy, protective. I remember the nights he'd come over during the divorce, bringing beers, telling me I'd get through it. He never blamed me. Never blamed Chloe either. Just said life's messy. I didn't know. Chloe says, her voice small. It was last minute. Tom turns to Mitchell, eyes narrowing. And you, Clayton, right? You're the one who... He stops, glancing at me. He doesn't finish, but the room feels like it's about to ignite. Let's keep it civil, I say, voice firm. Tom, we're reviewing Mitchell's bid. Chloe's exploring opportunities. Thought you'd want to weigh in given your history with the company. Tom grunts, folding his arms. History. Yeah, that's one word for it. He looks at Chloe, softer now. You okay, kid? She nods, but it's weak. I'm fine. Dad. Mitchell jumps in, desperate to shift focus. Tom, your crew's top-notch. I'm counting on you for the condo build. It's a clumsy pivot, but Tom takes the bait, launching into a rant about supply chain delays. I let them talk, watching Chloe. She's shrinking into herself, caught between her father, her lover, and the man she left behind. But I'm not done. I open my laptop, pull up a project timeline, and turn the screen toward them. One issue, I say, Clayton Properties missed a payment on the last contract, 30 grand due last month. Mitchell stiffens. That's a clerical error. I'll have my team fix it today. Appreciate it, I say, but my eyes are on Chloe. Trust is everything in this business. Wouldn't you agree? She flinches like I've slapped her. Mitchell's jaw tightens, but he doesn't respond. Tom, oblivious to the subtext, nods. Damn right, you screw up once you're out. The meeting drags on, but the dynamics shifted. Mitchell's on edge. Chloe's unraveling, and Tom's presence is a wild card. When we wrap, I stand. Mitchell, get that payment sorted. Chloe, think about the job. Tom, let's grab a beer soon. They file out, but Chloe lingers, her eyes searching mine. Why are you doing this? She asks, voice barely above a whisper. Doing what I say, shutting my laptop. Running my company or giving you a chance to face the truth? She doesn't answer. She just turns and leaves her heels echoing in the hall. I should feel satisfied, but I don't. Not yet. That night, I'm at my condo, staring at the city skyline. My phone buzzes, a voicemail from Tom. Logan. We need to talk. Chloe's a mess. She told me some things. About Mitchell. Call me. I play it again. My pulse quickening. What did she tell him? I'm about to call back when another text comes through. Unknown number. You think you're clever? Barrett. Watch your back. I stare at the screen. Mitchell, someone else I don't know, but it's a threat. And I don't take those lightly. I pour another bourbon, my mind racing. This isn't just about Chloe anymore. There's something bigger at play. The next day I dig. I call my accountant, pull records on Clayton Properties. Turns out Mitchell's been juggling funds, shifting money between accounts, delaying payments. Not illegal, but sloppy. Risky. I could bury him with one phone call to the right client, but that's too easy. Instead, I invite him to lunch. Neutral ground, a steakhouse downtown. He shows up, all smiles, but his eyes are wary. Logan, let's clear the air, he says, cutting into a ribeye. No need for games. Games, I say, sipping my water. I'm just protecting my business. You're the one with late payments and other liabilities. His fork pauses, meaning Chloe. I say, blunt, she's a liability. You know it, I know it. He laughs, but it's hollow. You're still hung up on her, aren't you? After all these years. Not hung up, I correct. Just curious. Why her? You could have had anyone. He leans back, studying me. She's different. Ambitious, hungry like you used to be before you got comfortable. The dig stings, but I don't show it. Comfortable's not the word. I built this life. You're just renting yours. His smile fades. We eat in silence, the tension thick. Then he drops a bomb. You know she never loved you, right? Even back then, she stayed because you were safe. Predictable. I grip my glass knuckles white. And you're what, her soulmate? He shrugs. I give her what she needs. Freedom, excitement. I lean in, voice low. You give her lies. I saw the texts. Mitchell, same spot tomorrow. Sound familiar? His face hardens. You're out of line. Am I? I say, standing. Pay your debts, Mitchell. All of them. I toss cash on the table and walk out, leaving him to stew. Back at the office, I get a call from Tom. He's at a bar. Voice rough. Logan, Chloe's in trouble. She's been borrowing money, a lot from Mitchell's accounts. I freeze. Borrowing or stealing? He sighs. I don't know. She won't tell me everything, but she's scared. Said Mitchell's not who he seems. I sit back, pieces clicking into place. Chloe's playing a dangerous game. Mitchell's hiding something. And I'm caught in the middle. That night, I get another text from the unknown number. Check your email. I do. There's a file, bank statements, wire transfers, all tied to Clayton Properties. One name stands out. Chloe Harper. She's been siphoning funds, small amounts over months. Enough to get her in serious trouble if it goes public. I should feel vindicated. She's dug her own grave. But instead I feel, what pity, anger. Something else I don't know. All I know is this isn't over. The next morning I call Chloe. She picks up on the first ring, voice. Shaky. Logan, I didn't mean for this to happen. Save it, I say. Meet me at the office 1 hour. She shows up. Eyes red, no makeup, looking like the girl I met at that dive bar. Vulnerable, scared. I messed up, she says, voice breaking. Mitchell. He's not who I thought. He's into some bad stuff. I got in too deep. Bad stuff. I press, arms crossed. She hesitates, then spills. He's laundering money. Through his projects, I found out, tried to get out, but he threatened me. Said he'd pin it all on me. I study her. Is she lying, playing me, or is this real? Why tell me, I ask. Because she looks away, tears welling. You're the only one I trust. The words hit harder than I expect. Trust. The thing she shattered years ago. I want to laugh to tell her she's on her own. But something stops me. Maybe it's the look in her eyes. Maybe it's the man I used to be. Prove it, I say. Give me evidence. Hard proof. She nods, pulling a USB drive from her bag. It's all here. Accounts, emails, everything. I take it, my mind racing. If this is true, Mitchell's finished. But so is Chloe and me. I'm holding a grenade and the pin's already pulled. I send her home. Tell her to lay low. Then, I plug in the drive. The files are damning transfers to offshore accounts, coded emails, even a voice recording of Mitchell bragging about cleaning money. But there's something else. A photo buried in a folder. Me and Chloe 10 years ago at the beach. Laughing, her head on my shoulder, a reminder of what was. I shut the laptop, my chest tight. Revenge was supposed to feel good. So why does it feel like I'm losing something all over again? I sit at my desk, the USB drive burning a hole in my hand. The photo of Chloe and me on the beach lingers in my mind, a ghost from a life I buried. Outside, Raleigh's skyline glitters indifferent to the storm brewing in my office. Chloe's evidence could end Mitchell Clayton. It could end her too. And me. I'm standing at a crossroads deciding whether to light the match or walk away. My phone buzzes. It's Tom, Chloe's dad. His voice gruff. Logan, I'm outside. We need to talk. Now I glance at the clock, 8 p.m. late for a foreman to show up unannounced. I buzz him in, bracing for whatever's coming. Tom storms in his work boots, tracking dirt on my polished floor. His face is a mix of fury and fear. Chloe called me. He says, not sitting. Said she gave you something. Said you're gonna ruin her. I lean back, keeping my expression neutral. She gave me the truth. Tom Mitchell's dirty. She's in deep with him. He slams a fist on my desk, rattling the coffee mug. She's my daughter, Logan. You think I don't know she's messed up, but you don't get to play judge and jury. I'm not. I say, holding his gaze. But I'm not letting Mitchell drag my company down with him. Or Chloe, if I can help it. Tom's eyes narrow. Help her. After what she did to you, he laughs, bitter. You're a better man than me. Or a dumber one, I mutter, standing. I slide the USB drive into my pocket. What do you want me to do, Tom? Burn this, pretend I didn't see it. He doesn't answer right away. Instead, he pulls out his phone, shows me a text from Chloe. Dad, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Tell Logan. I meant it. He's the only one I trust. My chest tightens. Trust that word again. Fix this, Logan. Tom says, voice low. Not for her, for you. He turns and leaves the door clicking shut behind him. I'm alone again. The weight of the drive heavier than ever. I could hand it over to the feds. Let them tear Mitchell's empire apart. Chloe would go down too. Maybe prison, maybe worse. Or I could use it, leverage it to force Mitchell out quietly, save Chloe, save my company. But there's a third option, one I don't want to admit I'm considering. Do nothing. Let them destroy each other. I don't get to decide yet. My phone rings. An unknown number. I answer, cautious. A man's voice, low and clipped. Barrett, you've got something that doesn't belong to you. Drop it, or you'll regret it. Who is this, I demand, but the line's already dead. My pulse kicks up. Mitchell's not working alone. Someone else is watching, someone with enough pull to know what's on that drive. I don't sleep that night. At dawn, I call my lawyer, Sarah Vance, 52, sharp as a tack and loyal as they come. She meets me at a diner. Her briefcase stuffed with files. I hand her the drive. Tell her everything. Chloe Mitchell, the threats. Her eyes don't leave mine as she listens. Sipping black coffee. This is a hornet's nest, Logan, she says, tapping the drive. Mitchell's connected, not just local. I've heard whispers offshore, accounts, political favors. If you move on this, you're painting a target on your back. And if I don't, I ask, leaning forward. She shrugs. You're still a target. You know too much. I rub my jaw, the stubble rough under my fingers. What's the play? Sarah leans in, voice low. We flip the script. Use the evidence, but not against Mitchell, against his partners. They'll cut him loose to save themselves. Chloe gets a deal. You stay clean. It's a gamble, but it's smart. I nod. Set it up, but keep Chloe's name out of it for now. She raises an eyebrow. Still protecting her. Not protecting. I say, sharper than I mean. Just handling it my way. Sarah leaves with the drive, promising to work fast. I head to the office, but my gut's churning. Something's off when I get there. Karen's waiting, her face pale. Logan, someone was here last night. Security footage caught a guy in the server room. I pull up the footage on my laptop, grainy, but clear enough. A man in a hoodie face obscured tampering with the servers. My servers where I store project bids, client data, everything. If Mitchell's behind this, he's not just laundering money, he's playing dirty to protect it. I call Chloe. She answers, voice shaky. Logan, I was gonna call you. Mitchell knows about the drive. He's furious. Said he's coming for you. Where are you? I ask, already grabbing my keys. My apartment, she says. I'm scared, Logan. He's different now. Unhinged, stay put, I'm coming. I hang up, my mind racing. This isn't about revenge anymore, it's about survival. I drive to Chloe's place, a sleek high-rise downtown. She buzzes me up, and when I step into her apartment, I barely recognize her. No makeup, hair in a messy bun, eyes red from crying. I'm sorry, she says, voice breaking. I didn't know it'd go this far. Tell me everything, I say, sitting across from her. No lies, she does. It spills out like a flood, how Mitchell pulled her in with promises of wealth, how she started moving money for him, thinking it was just creative accounting. Then she found the truth. Shell companies, bribes, a network bigger than she imagined. When she tried to pull back, he threatened to expose her. I thought I could handle it. She says, tears falling. I thought I was smarter than him. I want to be angry, but all I feel is tired. Why me, Chloe? Why drag me into this? She looks at me, eyes raw. Because you're good, Logan. Even after everything, you're still... I don't know what to say. The man she left didn't feel good. He felt broken, but now I'm not sure who I am anymore. Before I can respond, my phone buzzes. Sarah, Logan, we've got a problem. The drive's compromised. Someone hacked my system, copied the files. They're threatening to leak all of it, including Chloe's name, unless you back off. My blood runs cold. Who? No idea, Sarah says. But they're pros. This isn't Mitchell's league. I hang up, my mind spinning. Chloe's watching me, terrified. What's wrong? Someone's got the evidence, I say, and they're not playing games. She covers her mouth, shaking. This is my fault. I don't argue. Instead, I make a call I never thought I would to Mitchell. He picks up, voice smug. Barrett, ready to beg. Cut the crap, I snap. Someone's got your files. They're threatening to burn us all. You know who it is? Silence, then you're bluffing. Am I? I say, check your email. They're not just coming for me. He hangs up. 5 minutes later, he texts, meet me warehouse on 5th midnight. I tell Chloe to stay put. Lock the doors. She grabs my arm. Don't go, Logan. Please, I have to, I say, pulling away. This ends tonight. The warehouse is a hulking shadow lit by flickering streetlights. I park a block away, my Glock tucked in my waistband. Not my style, but I'm not walking in blind. Mitchell's already there, leaning against a black SUV, cigarette glowing in the dark. You've got balls, Barrett, he says, exhaling smoke. I'll give you that. Who's got the files? I ask, cutting to it. He laughs cold. You think I'd tell you? You're in over your head, pal. Then why meet? I say, stepping closer. You're scared, I can smell it. His eyes flash, but before he can answer, headlights cut through the dark. A van screeches to a stop and 3 men pile out hoods. Gloves, no faces. One's got a laptop. Barrett, the leader says, voice distorted. You've got one chance. Hand over the original drive or your company's done. Chloe's done everything. Mitchell tenses, his hand twitching toward his jacket. I hold up a hand. Easy. I say, eyes on the leader. I don't have it, my lawyer does. Wrong answer, he says, nodding to his men. They move fast, grabbing Mitchell. He fights, lands a punch, but they pin him down. The leader turns to me. Last chance, I don't flinch. You want the drive. You'll have to kill me. He laughs low and ugly. That can be arranged. But then sirens. Blue lights flood the lot. Cop cars swarm, tires squealing. The men scatter, but they're too slow. Officers tackle them. Cuffs clicking. Mitchell's on the ground shouting about his rights. I stand there, heart pounding, as a detective approaches Logan Barrett. She says, badge glinting. Sarah Vance tipped us off. Said you might need backup. I nod, still processing Sarah. She didn't just flip the script, she rewrote it. They haul Mitchell away, his eyes burning into mine. The leader's laptop is seized, the files secured. I drive back to my condo. The adrenaline fading, leaving only questions. Did I win, or did I just survive? The next morning, I meet Chloe at a park. She's waiting on a bench, her face pale but calm. It's over, she asks. For now, I say, sitting beside her. Mitchell's done, the feds have enough to bury him. You'll have to testify. She nods, swallowing hard. I know I'm ready. I study her. The woman I loved, the woman who broke me. Why'd you do it, Chloe? All of it. She looks away, the wind catching her hair. I wanted more, not just money. I wanted to be someone. I thought Mitchell could give me that. But he just used me. Like I used you. The honesty stings, but it's real. I stand ready to leave. Take care of yourself, I say, Logan. She calls, voice soft. I'm sorry. For everything. I don't answer. I just walk away. The weight of the past lifting with each step. Back at the office. Sarah's waiting with a file. You're clear, she says. No leaks, no fallout. Barrett Construction's safe. And Chloe, I ask. She'll get a deal, Sarah says. Leniency if she cooperates. I nod, staring out the window. The city hums below, moving on like it always does. I built this life from nothing. I lost. Chloe found myself. And now I'm not sure what's next. Maybe that's the point. Life doesn't give you answers. It gives you choices. And I choose to keep building, keep moving, keep proving I'm more than the man Chloe left behind. Was I wrong to let her go, or did I save something greater myself? Like what you heard, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Viora, because the next story might just be your favorite one.